Verse 36, Ke este tavromata ta pefilagmena entigi ista epta eti tu limu. And the foods being guarded shall be for the land in the 7 years of famine. Esonte en gi Aegyptu, which shall be in the land of Egypt. Ke uk ek trivisete igi en tolimo, and the land shall not be obliterated in the famine. And this is Joseph's solution. Irise de torima enantion Pharaoh. And the saying was pleasing before Pharaoh. Ke enantion panton ton pedon av tu, and before all of his servants. So they accepted his explanation. In verse 38, Ke ipe Pharaoh tis paisin av tu, and Pharaoh said to his servants, Mi evrisomen anthropon tiuton os echi pneuma theou en afto. Shall we find such a man who has Spirit of God in him? This is an interesting concept, that they have spirit, the pneuma. Of course, this originally was in the Hebrew and was translated into the Greek, so that had something, a part of God in him. And this is what Pharaoh sees in him. And possibly God gave him this understanding. Verse 39, or not possibly, he did give it to him. Ipe de Pharaoh to Yosef, and Pharaoh said to Joseph, Epidi edixen otheo si panta tavta. Well, since God showed to you all these things, uk estin anthropos phronimoteros. There is not a man more intelligent, ke sine toterosu, and more discerning than you. So he is seeing that Joseph is nobody more intelligent and discerning. Whoa. Si esi epi to ikomu, you will be over my house. Ke epi to stomati su ipakusate pas oleos mu. And by your mouth all my people shall obey. And so whatever he says is going to be the thing to say. He's going to be right over everybody. This is amazing that he would put him at this high of a place because of this. And then he gives an exception. Plin to thronon, except for the throne. The thronon and throne is direct transliteration. E perxo su ego. I will excel you. 41. Ipe de Pharaoh to Iosif, and Pharaoh said to Joseph, Idu, kathisti mise simeron epi pasis tis gis Aegyptu. Behold, I place you today over all the land of Egypt. Ke perilomenos Pharaoh ton dactylion apu tis hieros tu. And Pharaoh, removing the ring from his hand, periethikon afton epi tin hira Iosif. He put it upon the hand of Joseph, and the clothes of Pharaoh was part of Pharaoh. And when they buried these pharaohs, their clothing and their belongings went with them. And he is showing here that he is giving him this power. It's part of him. A power that comes from him. Ke enethisen afton stolin visinin, and he put on him fine apparel. Ke periethica kleon, chrysun peri ton trachilon aftu, and he put a collar of gold about his neck. So now he has this Pharaoh's regalia, the things of Pharaoh. Chrysun, we have the chrysanthemum as a derivative, and trachilon, the trachea, has to do with the throat going down in the neck. Verse 43. Ke anaviva sen afton epi to arma to defteron ton aftu. And he transported him upon his second chariot, arma, armaments, It has to do with military, and the chariot was used in the army. They probably used other types of wagons for non-military use. So this shows him that he had this military power also. Ke Kirixen empros then aftu Kirix, and a herald proclaimed in front of them. Ke katestesen afton olis tis Aegyptu, and he placed him over the entire land of Egypt. Ipe de Pharaoh to Iosif, and Pharaoh said to Joseph, Ego Pharaoh, I am Pharaoh, anevsu uk exari uthis, without you not anyone shall lift tin hira of two. Shall they lift his hand epipasis gis Aegyptu, over the land of Egypt. And he gives him the power. He continues. Ke ekalase Pharaoh to onoma Iosif psothom phanik. And Pharaoh called the onoma, the name of Joseph, and we have in the King James Zaphnath Panea, but it's psothon phanik in the Greek. Ke edoken afto tin aseneth thigatera petrifi, and he gave to him Aseneth, daughter of Potiphera. It's not the same Potiphar. This one is the Iareos, the priest, hieroglyphic, Iareos, the hieroglyphic, the priestly writing is a derivative. Eliopolios, I highlighted that because that's another derivative. Elio, helium, and polios, polis, a city, sun city. To him, afto is gineka. In verse 46, Iosif thein eton triakonta ote esti enantion Pharaoh vasuleos Aegyptu. And I believe he was 17 when he left. So he's 13 years he was gone from Canaan. And he was 30 years when he stood before Pharaoh, the Vasileos, the Basilica is a derivative of Egypt, the king of Egypt. Exilthe de Iosif ek prosopu Pharaoh. And Joseph went forth from the face of Pharaoh. Ke diilthe pasen gin Aegyptu, went through all the land of Egypt to see and make a plan. So here Joseph comes in and he leaves second in command. Amazing story. Ke episen igi en tis epta etasi tis epthenias varagmata. And the land produced in the 7 years of prosperity of sheaves. There's a sheaves of wheat. Verse 48. Ke sinigage pantato ta vromata ton epta eton en is in e Evthenia in Tigi Aegyptu, and was brought together all the foods of the 7 years in which there was prosperity in the land of Egypt. Ke ethica ta vromata in tes polisi vromata, and he put the foods in the cities, in these silos, storage bins. Vromata ton pedion tis polios ton kiklo aftis, foods of the plains of the cities of the places round about it. Kiklo, a cycle, is a derivative. Ethican in afti, he put in it. Verse 49. Ke sinigagen Iosif siton osi tin amon tis thalasis, and Joseph gathered together grain as the sand of the sea. Polins fodra, much, exceedingly. Pali, has to do with many. Eos uk idinanto arithmise. They were not able to count it. Arithmetic comes from there. Ugarin arithmos. That was the verb, and now here's the noun. For there was no number. There was so much.